What's up, man? Who are you?
Hey, what's going on, man? My name's Shane. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our page.
Shane, what got you into cars?
Man, so actually, one of my good friends, Trevor, way back in the day, he bought this SRT4. And man, he had this thing souped up. It was one of the coolest cars, man, that he would take us out in, me and my other best friend, Kyle. We would rip it around. Oh my God, it was an awesome car, man. It actually got me into JDM cars. And I ended up actually getting into muscle cars just because my dad had a Fox body way back in the day. Sold it, and I always wanted a muscle car, so that's what I ended up getting into, man.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. A little family history.
Yeah, yep.
So what made you pick the C6?
So I actually had an S650 about 2 years ago, full bolt-on E. I actually wanted a different platform, man. So I ended up selling that to one of my good buddies, Jack. I ended up buying a Fox body after that. Didn't end up keeping it. So I bought the C6 just because I've never had a Chevy and I've never had anything with an LS motor in it. So this actually has an LS3 in it, which is one of the reasons I bought it. I got it for an amazing deal, only 40,000 miles on it. There's just a lot more I feel like to do that you can do on an LS3. And I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot, having a Corvette.
Okay, that's what we like to hear. So for the people at home and their dream car is a C6, how do you afford to buy this car?
Oh man, so I'm actually a territorial sales manager for heavy duty tires. What I would suggest, man, is if you're looking to get any type of muscle car and you got goals, if every week out of your paycheck, just take $100, $150, put it in a savings account, man. That money will stack up, and then you'll be able to buy something like this. I know some people, you know, they don't make the most money in the world, and I get it. But that will definitely help you out to being able to put a down payment on something like this, or a down payment on whatever you want, man.
Okay, yeah, and that's really good advice. So what are your plans for this car?
So actually right now it's just 2-inch headers, full 3-inch exhaust back. I have the cam at home. I got a BTR stage 4 cam. I plan on doing heads, cam, intake this year, high ram out the hood or no hood. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. But I do plan on boosting the car. Just a matter of time, man, you know, time and money.
That's right. That's a big factor in everything. So what are your plans as far as the car community is concerned?
So actually I just moved down here to Florida probably about a year, a little over a year now.
Where'd you move from?
I moved from Chicago. So I plan on actually going out, you know, meeting some car people here, going to car shows, you know, trying to make my car as cool as it can be. Plan on, you know, just doing a lot of stuff for the community, man, like doing some fundraisers, maybe some Toys for Tots, you know, going out and, you know, making young kids want to get into the car scene, man. You know, a lot of seems like a lot of people are fading away from the car scene, and you know, I guarantee when all you guys were little, you saw an awesome car and you loved it. So that's kind of my goal, is to keep the tradition of cars going, man, and you know, go to the track, meet some cool people, make some more content here for you guys this year, and seeing where it takes us.
Sounds good, brother. All right, so here we have my 2010 C6. It's a base model, black on black. I do have a glass roof on it. 2-inch headers, 3-inch exhaust all the way back. Tinted my own taillights. As far as all that, it's pretty much stock, 40,000 miles. Interior is flawless. Exterior is pretty flawless for the most part. Definitely one of the better cars I've purchased in my day. A lot more work to be done to it, but this is her, stock, and starting out the channel with it.
What's going on, man? Introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? My name's Kyle.
Man, so what got you into cars?
So I'd say probably what got me into cars, I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, and my aunt brought home a Mitsubishi Eclipse. took me for a ride in it, and I thought it was probably the fastest thing on the planet. You know, we watched Fast and Furious growing up, played many video games, racing games, Need for Speed. That's pretty much what got me into cars. You know, I had 4 Eclipses at one point. They're all pieces of garbage. Don't recommend buying one unless you're willing to rebuild the heads and the timing chain and all that. But that's what got me into cars.
So what made you pick this car, to be exact?
So what made me pick this car was my cousin Brett had a S197 V6 when I was probably 14 years old. He chopped the exhaust off of it, and it sounded like a fart cannon, but let me tell you something. We had the most fun in that car. And then when I was probably like 16 years old, he ended up buying an S650 5.0, and when I seen it, I just knew I had to have one.
So how do you go about affording this car, man?
So I'm actually a salesman at Ford right now, but before that, I was in the oil field, and I was making decent money, you know. A lot of people like to just overhype it, but it's real, and I just saved a lot of money, you know. And when times got hard, it was cool because I had saved my money. I ended up totaling my old S550 that I bought because I got hit by a drunk driver, so I used my savings that I had saved up and bought this brand new 2024.
That's awesome, man. I love the color of the car, man. So what are your plans for the car this year?
The plans for the car this year, they're kind of limited because there's not really tuning out yet. So I figure what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably put some Eibach lowering springs on it, maybe some wheels and tires. I'm definitely going to go with an exhaust, probably round shapes on my old car. But I'd probably say, I don't know, if I'm lucky, I'll order a Whipple, and I'll just go ahead and throw that on the car because Whipple can tune it. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. There's not a lot to do to these cars, but
that's definitely an awesome plan, man. What do you plan on doing this year in the car community out here in Florida?
Out here in Florida, you know, I just moved here, and once you guys get to know the man behind the camera as well, he just moved here too. So we really are going to get our feet wet this year in the car community. We'll probably host a couple food drives and Toys for Tots and stuff like that when the time comes near the end of the year to help people in need. When I had my old S550, we kind of did the same thing. I was in a group called Motivate, and I think we're going to try and do something similar to that.
Awesome, man. Now let's do a quick look at your car here, man.
What's going on, guys? This is Kyle. You're currently looking at my 2024 Mustang GT. It's a performance package. It's also a stick shift. If you look at the license plate tag here, it's actually off of my old car that got totaled by a drunk driver, and it says "Hi, officer." The car is mostly stock right now. There's not a lot for aftermarket support tuning-wise, but I do believe I'm going to put a Whipple on it and lower the car and just do some things here and there. Comment what you guys would do to your S650 if you bought one. I actually bought this car right out of the showroom 2 days ago, so it only has a couple hundred miles on it. That's pretty much it. Thank you, and see you guys later.